Hey Lane, you know what today is?
What's today?
It's Ultraman Day.
What? That's my birthday! What?
Oh wow, what are the odds?
Yeah.
So I thought I would invite all of our friends who love Ultraman to be on today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so there's you, me of course.
Yeah.
Well, I guess none of the other cast rangers wanted to show up for this.
No, only we like Ultraman and Castranger.
What about Shadowcaster? He's busy. You know, how about we play the opening and I'll try and find us some friends online.
Alright, let's do it.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger, the podcast where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between. I am your host, Ultra Yellow Caster Gar.
And I am your co-host, Ultra Pink Caster Lane. So, yes, we got a very special episode for you, lovely people.
A very special episode because we have guests along with us.
What?
And by guests, I mean the first handful of people that I could think of.
Our dear friends.
Yes. So how about we introduce each of them one by one?
Alright, so first off we have our lovely friend Taya.
Hello, I'm Taya. You probably don't know me. I'm just a random artist in the crew. Yes. I guess I'm Ultracaster Blue, aren't I? Maybe? We'll have to think about that. The jury's still out.
There is no Blue yet.
Yeah. We also have Collector Shuki.
Hello, how's it going, everyone?
He is a legend.
Am I? Is that what I am?
Shuki, you are a legend in our hearts.
I appreciate that.
And that's where it matters.
And we have one of our biggest guests on for today. Would you care to introduce yourself, sir?
Talking to me?
Yep.
Hey people, I'm Jeff Gomez. I'm the CEO of Starlight Runner Entertainment, and I am a creative supervisor of the Ultraman franchise in North America.
Damn.
Ooh, yay!
We love you.
You do great work.
Yeah. Definitely not a lot of pressure over here. No pressure, no pressure.
No, that's awesome. We are so honored to have all of you on our show. We, as everyone knows, we are big lovers of Ultraman over here. We love this franchise. I've been getting into it since Orb, and I've loved it ever since. And we've watched so many shows now in the 4 years we've been doing this.
So many.
I know, so many.
But not so many at the same time. It just feels like a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I thought, it's for the big Ultraman Day special, why not we all talk about the big special that aired during September to December of last year, Ultra Galaxy Fight New Generation Heroes.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. First, people remember that Ultraman Day, essentially Ultraman's birthday, is the anniversary of the first airing of the pilot, the premiere episode of Ultraman, way back in the 60s. So we take that day seriously here at Ultraman Galaxy, which is what our base of operations are online, ultramangalaxy.com. We've decided to celebrate Ultraman Day and usher any fan of Ultraman, tokusatsu, kaiju, anything large and Japanese to come and check out ultramangalaxy.com to see some surprises related to Ultraman.
All right. Let's first maybe which Ultraman is each of your guys' favorites?
I'd have to think hard, and by hard I mean about 4 seconds because I am a big fan of X.
Yes, you're like
Nobody's surprised. I like X.
Yeah, you're the biggest X fan we know.
X lover number 1, as far as I can know. Other X fans, hit me up. Let's talk about how cool his headphones look.
Shuki, how about you?
I do like X, but my favorite is Orb. There's been nothing to top Orb for me quite yet. We'll see if anything does happen, but for now it's Orb. I love Guy. Guy's great.
Yeah. How about you, Jeff?
Well, we tend to gravitate toward what we imprinted on when we first encountered the franchise, and for me, that is Ultra 7, the original Ultra 7. His design was just the coolest thing for a kid like me who'd never seen anything like it before. And his rogues gallery was awesome and continues to be to this day. And there was something just kind of serious and stoic about him. I love the damn dude. I am partial to Zet. The new series that just started.
It looks really good so far.
I'm kind of liking it.
I'm a personal Belial fan and Jeed, because Belial's like the ultimate evil of Ultraman, and Jeed is the son of Belial, so I had to love him immediately without any question.
It's
He's
like
a good kid.
A dark streak.
It's like the yearbook photo, Belial, and then right beside it's G. It's like the cooler Belial.
The cooler Belial, yeah. How about you, Gar?
My personal favorite is Zoffy.
Yep, you're a Zoffy fan.
Wow.
Always a good choice.
Yeah. Simply because of how minimalistic he has kind of been for the franchise, but...
Yeah, I heard his theme song recently. Not what I was expecting from Zoffy, but...
But he's number 1. He was number 1.
Oh my god.
But yes, but unfortunately Zoffy nor Belial are part of this giant crossover.
I mean, they're there in the background.
Zoffy's there, but...
They're there!
And Zero Darkness is in it, so it's Belial in spirit.
And Jeed's there, so he's also there.
Yeah.
By test tube cloning.
And hey, he's still the son. It counts.
But speaking of Jeed, that's how this special begins. It begins with X and G just
getting their butts kicked.
Yeah, just getting pummeled.
Poor guys.
It's awesome.
They probably don't even know each other's names. It's just, oh, who are you? Oh, no.
You're not even the real Ultraman X. You're just some jerk who looks like him. But no, so yeah, we see G Darkness and X Darkness, and I gotta say, like, these Darkness Ultramen we see, they're awesome looking. Like, it just
they really kicked it out of the park with the designs. The purple really makes them stand out from other dark counterparts. I like it.
We got figure arts of them too,
and soft vinyl figures.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest question is, why Jeed and X?
Because X is awesome and Jeed is awesome.
I think part of it is because everyone else already has evil counterparts to fight against. There's Orb Dark already. Gingo's got Dark Lugiel. Maybe not the RB Bros yet, but Geed and X, if they were to bring back their evil forms, they're big bads, because like Dark Lugiel comes back. The guy from the Gingo Victory movie comes back as well. But bringing back things like Griza and Belial would feel a little out of place, because Belial's kind of technically dead at this point in the story. So the darkness forms are cool. I think that's what they're trying to replace with.
Hey, those are excellent observations. I would agree with you.
There you have it.
I also just love how interconnected this giant crossover is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's thanks to Zero's amazing ability of freaking universe hopping wherever the heck he pleases. So it's incredible.
Well,
he does what he wants.
That just leads to the question, though. It's like, do they leave signs in like the pocket universe of like
this is Tiga's dimension,
like Genghis Earth? It's like, how can you tell which Earth is different?
It's like when you're traveling abroad and you get a message, heads up, member, you're going into a new area. You're going to have to pay long distance roaming charges now.
Do Ultraman pay like dimension traveling charges.
Zero's just the biggest Uber in the multiverse.
Zero Airlines.
Zero's the Uber of dimensional traveling. That's for sure.
Zero Airlines.
But, like, the one thing that bothered me about this special was just, like, you see the Ultra Brothers, and they're hanging out and stuff, and, you know, motivating our characters and stuff. They don't do anything. They're just standing there being like, they've got this.
They got
We believe in them.
Help us.
I even tweeted that when I was watching it. I'm like, they're doing nothing. They're just watching.
Like, freaking Taro, you can take all these guys down yourself.
You guys could at least tag team with the new generation heroes.
The youngins gotta learn a lesson.
That's
They
true.
just want to take a nap. They're tired.
It's also super funny that, like, later Zero, whatever, like, they rescue Zero, and Zero's just like, don't tell anyone that you had to rescue me. My reputation's on the line here. I need to be known as that cool guy who nothing bad happens to.
Says the man who was stuck on Earth during Geed.
Hey, but he was being possessed by Leito, and Leito's a sweet man.
Leito is a sweet man.
Yeah.
Leito's a good dad.
Oh,
Dad of the year.
best dad.
Dad-centric.
He's 20,000 years too early to be a good dad. I don't know.
Oh.
So then we also cut to Ultra Woman Grigio, good old Asahi, such a sweet girl. Like I love her. She was like the highlight of Rube. And she's practicing her Ultra Woman skills because Kasumi and Isami are out abroad studying.
Yeah, because remember that tight continuity I was mentioning?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're currently away. Isami's in California, I think, and
Kasumi's in Milan?
Katsumi's in Milan.
I believe it's Milan, yes.
Yeah, because their dad was like, oh, I know this guy in Milan who could you'd be apprenticed to.
Can I just be your apprentice, Dad? No.
No.
You already don't pay rent. Go.
Go watch the Rube movie if you people haven't, because the Rube movie is fantastic.
It is
It's
fantastic.
so good.
Wholesome. You get to see both Riku again and Asahi. So, like, double the victory right there.
Oh my god, yeah. Riku is such a sweet boy.
Now, there's one thing I want to bring up about this special. None of them are in their human forms.
Oh, we never see them, which is probably why they were able to get everyone back to reprise the roles, because it was just voice work. It's like, whatever.
Definitely the easier route to take.
Easiest route? According to the Japanese Wikipedia page, it was like they decided just to keep it the suits so that this special can be shown across the entire world. It can be dubbed in any language.
No one can be confused.
Yet no one's being like badly lip synced.
Yeah, that makes sense because they have still mouths.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not the first time we've seen an all-suit movie before.
No.
I would love to watch.
We had a peek from Mebius.
I would love to watch this special with no voice audio, so you just see them moving their hands and like nodding their heads, and you just look, what's going on?
It'd be easy to do a gag dub.
Oh.
It's like those videos where it's a person performing at a concert, but you don't hear the music. It's just them scuffling on the ground on the stage.
Or it's like when people take sitcoms and they remove the laugh track.
That's the worst. It just makes it seem awkward. So Grigio's hanging out training, and then all of a sudden Zero just flies in, and he's getting his ass kicked, and
He's falling with style.
And I guess he was there to get Grigio? Because
I guess either that or
it just coincidence they happened to land where she was.
like Ultra Dark Killer. Like, according to the big master plan at the end of the special, Ultra Dark Killer was on his way to capture Grigio, so that way if Katsumi and Isami got involved, they couldn't become Groob.
Because Groob is broken.
Yeah.
It's the power of CGI.
The power of CGI.
Well, that's the cool thing. In this special, the group suit was actually a suit.
Guess we don't have the money for that CGI model anymore.
Hey, but that was a great CGI model.
It was a great CGI model.
It was a pretty impressive fight.
Yeah. So then so Zero's like protecting Grigio, but then like Ultra Dark Killer just goes, haha, I'm gonna send you in my little dark dimension where you can't escape. And so basically Zero's just kind of like, Because, like, the way we saw it in screenshots and stuff of, like, promotion material for this special, it just showed, like, Zero kind of just, like, protecting Grigio. Like, it's like, this is my waifu. Like, no one can bring harm to her. So it's kind of, like, it was kind of cute. And just, like, Grigio's like, oh my god, I didn't know there was, like, other Ultramen out there. It's like...
There's more of you out there?
What, you wanted more?
Like, you wanted more.
More is good.
Oh yeah, no, more Ultraman the better. So, and then we cut to Rosso and Blue just showing up in the Land of Light, and, like, again, these two are just, their chemistry is just hilarious, and so they
They've got
come
really
in.
good comedic timing. I love the RB brothers.
Yeah, they do their handshake, and then they're just like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
You're supposed to be in California! You're supposed to be in Blood! What are we doing here?
Who did transport them there?
Oh, probably Ultraman.
Probably, yeah. I didn't know that was an ability that they could have. Just, hey, send them here. Well, okay.
Well, I mean, we have seen that Ultraman can teleport. It just costs a bit of his lifespan in return.
Looks like we just... Well, I guess if all 6 of them used that ability to like, summon Rosso and Blue, I guess it would be easier.
Yeah, they can just do that. But yeah, it's good seeing the Land Light. It's still super beautiful.
Oh,
Every time we get to see it, it's a treasure.
I know. We didn't see any kids this time, though. No like, egg capsules or whatever the Ultra babies are kept
Who do
in.
I have to shake to see Ultraman picked again? Or Ultraman Boy? They're both good.
Oh my god, there's Ultraman Boy.
Boy could have saved us all.
It's good to know they have
Boy's the
normal names,
strongest
though.
Ultra. Fight me.
So Rosso and Blue, like, they have no idea what the hell's going on, and they're confused, but then, like, Taro kind of breaks it down for them, just being like, yeah, the universe is in trouble again, we need you guys, because you're really good, and...
Oh yeah, your sister's kidnapped. They immediately book it without actually knowing where she is.
Yeah, they just flat, and, like, that's cool, because, like, you know, it's that brotherly instinct, where it's just like, you know, it's our little sister, we needed to protect her no matter what. So
The Minato family is ride or die to protect their sister.
Yep.
Who needs the plan? Sister.
Sister.
Don't worry, if we concentrate on finding her, we'll find her aura signature, and then we'll find where she is. Katsumi, that's not really a bright idea. Alright.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, and so
just program the thought GPS, you'll find it.
Hey, if teleporting's a thing in this franchise, then they could have just teleported to her.
Yeah, I like Isami when they were flying, like, he makes, like, a comment, and Rosa's just like, you say something? No, I'm good. So they crash on a planet, and then we cut over to our good boy Ultraman Orb fighting on 050. So that was good, because, like, you saw the Warriors Peak, and I'm like, I know that place!
Just the whole...
I do find it funny that he's like, oh yeah, this place makes me feel relaxed. And anybody who's seen Fuma's backstory, you go, guy, buddy, listen, maybe, hear me out. 050 should not be somewhere that makes you relaxing. I've seen how many people get beaten up there.
Yeah, but it might just be a thing. It's because, like, that's where he got his power from. So
true.
It's just like it like resonates well with him, and like he just feels at peace here because it's like this is where the source of my power is. So
nothing can ever go wrong here. Hey, who's that giant blue Ultraman at the top?
Yo, get down there! No.
Just flies off. Guess we're never gonna see him again.
I wanted to see his friend become Ultraman Puma. Forgot his name, the forearm dude.
Oh,
Gary, I think we call him or something.
Greg?
Yeah, we call him Greg.
Oh yeah, we called him Greg. That's what we called him.
Sometimes you just read the name in the wrong order.
Yeah, so Orb was fighting, and he didn't have a Darkness Warrior of him yet, but we got one.
Yep.
They just took the Orb Dark suit and put some purple on him, and there you go.
Bam, new character. Ultraman Orb
Aizen,
Darkness.
is that you?
Yeah, exactly. Like
it should have been.
Like Orb Dark was my favorite thing from Rube period, because like I have all of Orb Dark's stuff, like figure art, his changer, everything. And like I just was so mad that he just was not in the rest of the series. He just got thrown away like yesterday's trash, and now he's back and they just reused his suit with some purple accents, and it's like, oh.
Now, luckily, we have more suits of Orb Dark.
Yes.
Maybe the real Orb Dark was the suit we repainted along the way.
Orb Dark's the friends we made along the way.
That was also just a cute little nod when later, when they all get together, Rosa, like, Katsumi and Isami are like, it's Orb! The real one!
The real one!
The little heart hands they make at him was the best.
Not the crazed fanboy one that we know. And then it's cute, like, when Jeed shows up, like, Rosso and Blue are just like, Jeed, it's us! It's us! And
we know you! Say hi. Hi. Please say hi to us.
I've never been in the Land of Light before. Wow, this place is so beautiful. I'm like, oh, Riku's taking it in. He feels like one of the boys now.
It's like when Hercules went to Mount Olympus.
Oh yeah, and he's just like, oh cool. Well, I'm gonna be human. Bye.
Bye. So, let's see, who else is there? There's Genga and Victory.
Oh yeah, Victory showed up to help Orb, which that was cool. And honestly, I feel like Victory and Orb would be a good team up, because just like they're kind of like the tough boys. So
the serious ones.
Exactly. Show is super serious, and Guy knows when to be serious too. So I think it's a good matchup. Where's our fusion, Orb fusion with Victory?
There's one with him and X.
Oh, okay.
There's one with X Ginga Victory, isn't it? Or I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of Trinity. Are you thinking something else?
No. There's like an arcade exclusive fusion of Victory and X with Orb.
All the arcade fusions are so freaking good.
Yeah, they are.
It was a lightning attacker.
But yeah, then Genga showed up to help X and Jeed, which was nice. And it's always nice to see Genga, because like Genga's so cool looking. I love the blue on him, and
he's the protagonist.
Is it Haruki? Haruto? I forgot his character's name.
It's
shoot.
I think it's not Haruki. It's
Hikaru.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hikaru, that's
Hikaru Raido.
Yeah, so it's interesting to know that it's like Hikaru is Genga, and then with X it's Daichi, not Ultraman X himself. Which I get it, because it's about these characters who are Ultraman, so it would make sense that we need to have Daichi as X and not actual Ultraman X.
Yeah, so. And having one more speaking voice would probably be confusing to people who haven't watched X.
Exactly.
Additionally, I do believe X's voice actor has actually gotten kind of popular recently, because he was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
He's currently in Machine Sentai Kira Major as Garza.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he is Garza now.
He was also Beat J Stag.
Oh yeah, he was Beat J Stag.
Yeah, he was.
That's great.
It's weird.
I love around the block for sure.
You went from being a ranger, a Silver Ranger, a few years later, giant Silver Ranger.
So then Rosso and Blue got crashed on a planet, but then they got rescued
by
Rescue Force reboot.
Oh, yeah,
reboot?
That's what I was forgetting.
That was quite the pull.
We also got the debut of Ultraman Rebuke, who is the Malaysian Ultraman, and I gotta say, man's impressive. He's really cool. He was fighting on planet Liquitor. Liquitor. I could not. When first time I heard that name, I could not take that seriously. Sounds like a crappy water super villain. Like, I am Liquitor.
You're all going to get a soaking.
Take a smash of this.
It was super cool to finally see that Ultra in a suit form. In an actual piece of fiction, so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's good to know he's got a vinyl, and hopefully he gets a figure art someday. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. Yeah.
I do like that his fighting style is definitely inspired from where he's from, Malaysia, I remember correctly, right?
Yep.
it's a very unique fighting style that stands out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was also looking up more on the Japanese Wikipedia page to find any sort of like background, like production information that I could find. And apparently Reboot was added for the Malaysian fans so that there would be more of an audience there for it. It's like, hey guys, look, it's your Ultraman and a giant crossover with actual Ultraman.
We need to have the freaking Chinese bootleg Ultraman in this.
Oh, the dragon. Oh, the dragon.
Horrible CGI one.
Ultra Chin.
The Dragon Force.
Ultra Chin.
I'm really hoping we can track that movie down.
There's a sequel.
I know there's a sequel. Apparently Ultraman's like a good guy in that because he's like joins up with them to be the...
I know there's definitely copies of it around, but I don't know if it'll have subs. I don't think anyone's interested in subbing this.
But yeah, go try to see if you can find that fake Ultraman if you want. It is a sight to behold for sure. But yeah, no, Reboot's pretty cool. I like that he has like this kind of like shield gauntlet thing, and what was the Ultra Defense Force? Was he
the Galaxy Rescue Force?
Yeah, he kept bringing that up all the freaking time. He's just like, yeah, I'm part of the Galaxy Rescue Force.
As a member of the Galaxy Rescue Force, I, Ultraman Reboot, is here to help you.
Oh yeah, gotta watch the dub.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about the English dub.
Some voices are good. I will defend some voices.
I will say, Blues is terrible.
What do you mean he's terrible?
No, Blues is terrible.
His voice reminds me a bit of I just had the actor's name.
Name a character he's been in.
Like the ostrich guy from the ostrich joke in Family Guy.
Oh, I don't know. That's really hard. Really out of nowhere. But yeah, no, I tried watching the English dub and just like I'm a purist when it comes to watching like certain media in a certain form. So like if I watch Pokemon or Digimon, like I grew up on the English dub, I will only watch the English dub. So if I've been watching Ultraman in Japanese, I'll be watching Ultraman in Japanese. That's it. So. But
some friends forced me to watch the English dub after watching the X movie English dub, and
Don Knotts.
That was an experience.
Don Knotts. Yeah, I guess
it's good, but also some characters are better than others, I find. Like Traeger. They got Traeger really good.
Oh,
if you haven't seen the dub up to Traeger's point, Traeger's actually British in the dub, which makes it really funny. Because he's just your stereotypical British villain voice, but it fits really well, surprisingly.
And I made a cool suggestion to Gar that like it'd be cool if someone like put Traeger's English dub into the Japanese version, and so everyone else speaks Japanese, but Traeger speaks English, and I just think that would work really well.
Go all Godzilla Final Wars on him.
Exactly! Like that freaking awesome soldier guy in Final Wars. He's the best part of that movie. But yeah, so we got introduced to Traeger.
Yeah.
A conniving bastard.
Which I'll quickly talk about the dub. It's hit and miss. I'll definitely say that.
I couldn't stand like 5 minutes.
Some voices are definitely more preference to some people.
Yeah. That, like, I'm not going to say it's... Like, I'm not going to be like one of those people that commented on the individual parts saying, oh my goodness, this is garbage. It has some merits, but I think there could have been one way to fix... Two things to fix it. One, maybe tweak the script a bit so it's not just a one-for-one, like, translation. Like, sure, that is a good thing, but, you know, sometimes things in Japanese sound different when you speak them in English.
Yeah.
And two, maybe if they emoted a bit more, because everyone had the heroic sounding voice.
Yeah.
Everyone only spoke in one monotone, but they didn't care. Whatever they said goes.
God. I will give them this. As someone who has watched the dub X movie, it's better than the dub X movie. X movie is kind of rough.
The X dub,
I'll leave it at that.
The dub of the X movie is honestly the lowest that these dubs have ever gotten. So far,
They're trying.
Yeah, so far the best one that I've seen is the Ginga S one. Also, I'd like to point out none of those voice actors from the Ginga S or X or Ultra Fight Victory did not come back for this.
That's a shame.
It's a shame.
So it's like, if you were going to have a continuous dub cast, why not keep like the same voice actors?
I mean, at least we found out that freaking Lord Zed voiced Ultraman King, so...
If that even did happen.
Yeah, but if it did, that'd be awesome if it did. So...
Because I remember in the Ginga S dub movie, like, a Telgar, he had that nasally voice, yes. But then, like, in the...
I think they gave X the same voice in the X dub, and it's...
Yeah!
I'm
But
not
then...
gonna lie, you could have done better.
But then in this dub, he's like generic, gravelly, evil voice. But then I hear Dark Lugiel, I'm like, no, these two should have been swapped, because at least Dark Lugiel's voice sounds a bit more like a Telgar's voice from Ginga S.
Jeez. So they realize they'll need to band together if they're gonna rescue Zero and Grigio, and they gotta take down...
But they're strong. Guys, there's 7 of us. We can do this.
Yeah. Hey, old-timers, you wanna come with us? No, you got this. We're too busy being cool in our capes.
I just got my mantle dry cleaned.
Yeah, I just see Ultraman just be like, no, I just got this washed.
Listen, if I got to wear a mantle around all day, I would flaunt that. It looks like a comfy cape to wear.
Well, yeah, that's probably why Zero decided to get his own cape, because he's just like, I feel left out. Oh, my cape's gonna be blue.
Screw you guys, I'll get my own cape.
That's exactly what Zero said. Like, screw you guys, I'll get my own cape.
You know what? I think this would have fixed it. Just, some Ultras have gone missing. You guys are all that we have left. Taro stayed at the base to actually get you guys. At least that would have been like, why did these guys have to get together? Instead of like, they're all just standing there.
Just standing there!
Like, they're standing there. They're like, I'm worried for these guys. It just cuts to a montage of all them getting their asses handed to them. It's like, you could help!
But it is cool, like, we get all their forms, so that's pretty nice. Like, we get some pretty good teamwork by Rosso and Blue, so, which, that's what they're best at. They're best at their chemistry and brotherly teamwork, so...
Well, the show's called Ultraman Rube, not Ultraman Rosso and Blue.
It's true.
Wait. That made no sense.
Huh?
Well, I guess we should talk about who directed this. Koichi Sakamoto.
Oh, Koichi Sakamoto. He really loves Ultraman, doesn't he?
Did you not notice all the Dutch angles in this?
Some people have their favorite forms of filmography, I guess.
I mean, every chance I get on Ultraranger, I always talk about that awesome 15-minute fight of Belial kicking every Ultraman's ass on the Land of Light in the Zero movie, because that is just awesome. It's so well filmed.
I don't recommend it, but take a shot every time in this special where it's shot from like the ground and they're out in natural lighting. There are a lot of those shots in this special.
Yeah.
You gotta see the legs.
What legs? It's like shown from like the waist up.
That's the thing too. I'm watching this special because there's no humans or anything in this, so I'm always remember they're like 40 meters, 50 meters tall. They're all big. They're talking together right now. They're super freaking huge. I gotta remember that.
And like the villain at the end just keeps growing. It's like, remember, he was already Ultraman size.
Yeah, he's bigger.
He's Wailord big.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, he would be Wailord big. Also, like, I was sad because, like, we get to see a bunch of them, like, changing their different forms. I will say, my favorite part of this entire special was the visuals. Like, God, the visuals were so good. Just, like, freaking beam attacks left and right. And
all the flying shots. Like,
all the flying shots,
compared the flying shots in this special to when Koichi Sakamoto started doing Ultraman in the first Zero movie.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Yep. Like you see, like, Rosso and Blue when they were flying in space, like, they're passing, like, asteroids and rocks, and I was like, that looks really good. So it was really impressive.
Watching the budget increase over the last few years has been honestly really impressive. I'm proud of how far Supro has come since the days of Ginga.
Oh, with the gray sky?
the filter to make it look like it's nighttime when it clearly isn't. Oh, Ginga. We love you.
So they all fly together to the planet.
Look like it said like plant tinnitus or something.
Like Tenebris?
Yeah, tinnitus, exactly.
Yeah, or
that's definitely it, right?
Tenebris.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
It's like this is the
ringing.
They're like, this is the source of all evil in the universe or some BS, and it's like, oh, okay.
This is where all the hatred lives.
This is where all evil goes to die.
Just cussing a huss. This is where I cry. Cool.
Yes, gee, that's where I go to cry sometimes.
And there's just the Dark Palace.
Yeah, so, like, Ultra Dark Killer's just finished making orb, because he's like, haha, now I need Rosso and Blue, so I must lure them in so I can get Ultra versions of them.
To think, he showed up in a pachinko game.
Wow.
That's where he's from.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it from, like, a stage show or something?
No, just straight up pachinko.
Yeah, just a pachinko game.
You know what? I wish we would have seen a Dark Ultra Woman Grigio, because you know what it would have been? It would have been that scene from the Pokemon the first movie with just the clone of, like, the Pikachus. And just, like, they're just the one Pikachu just slapping the crap out of the other Pikachu. And just, like, I could just see that. That'd be hilarious.
I'm not happy at all.
Happy? Yeah, she has like a dark filter on her voice, like, happy!
No.
It would be sad.
No, if she's the evil Grigio, it'd be naughty! Just got slapped.
Angry.
Angry.
Ultramen are not supposed to fight. Not like this.
Not like that.
Oh, man. Pokemon the first movies are really good. Like, everything just comes back to that movie.
The designer of freaking Zero did Mewtwo.
Yeah, that's why he had the Mewtwo. That's why Zero had that armor that looked like Mewtwo's armor.
He did all the new generation designs.
Wow.
Everything goes back to the first Pokemon movie.
Everything goes back to Zero. Oh. So yeah, just everyone's going their forms. Like, Orb goes Burn Might, G goes Solid Burning, and like the whole time I'm seeing G use all his different forms, I'm like, where's Magnificent? Can we have Magnificent, please?
You know, it is a bit upsetting when it's like Royal Mega Master got acknowledged in a flashback sequence.
Yeah, and I'm like, you have the powers of Ultraman King in that form. You should be busted.
And he got nerfed.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh man, it was so I'm not the biggest fan of Royal Mega Master, but like I was sad to see that form like just go down. And I was like, oh.
I mean, almost every type of ability they have was used in this.
Yeah.
I think like the handful of like the Victory Monster Arm changes were
quite a few of them got to use off their forms, which is a really great showcase of just everything that's happened in the last few years for Supro. Just highlighting everyone else fighting and celebrating the entirety of the new generation era. It's a really nice touch.
I mean, if Toei's over there celebrating, you know, the final year of the Heisei era, well, you got Ultraman. Well, we have this giant crossover that's written by one of our main directors, and it includes almost every single form. Okay.
Also, yeah, we did this miniseries, and then we're doing the Taiga movie, which has all of them brought back, including their human actors, and it's like, oh.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is
darn.
here. How do we top that? We get the human actors in this.
Yeah, that's what's great about Ultraman. It's just like its attention to continuity and just the dedication of its actors and stuff of coming back. Like it's so good.
Well, I think it's
From what I hear, a lot of the actors really enjoy their role too. Like I know Hikaru has definitely stated he wants to come back as much as he can. So has Riku's actor.
Yeah, no. Riku will play Ultraman G till the day he dies. Like I've seen the videos.
I'm here for it. I'm just all the time.
I'm here for Riku. It's the Geed Village. We all move and become members of the Geed Village, and we're all fans.
I was in the second Zero movie as a little kid. Remember me?
Can you say John Fight? John Fight. Oh, that doesn't sound right. What? Goodbye.
That was such a weird thing in the G movie.
But you know they had to acknowledge it. It's it's like how in Zet Riku's going to acknowledge that the captain of storage looks like Juggler.
Yeah.
I mean, they already had the ass grab.
God, the ass grab. Oh. But yeah, so at first I was like, I saw like, because like every other Ultraman's using their forms and stuff like that, and then you just see Genga, and I'm just like, oh yeah, because he uses Taro to power himself up, so he can't do that. But then just later, Taro shows up, he's like, yo, Genga, I got you, and he just transforms into Genga Stereo, and I'm like, oh good! Because he can't be left out like that.
Yeah, because before that, Genga was just like, fireball, fireball. Lightning bolt!
Fire! Fire!
Lightning bolt!
Any standard magician in
I
D&D.
just changed colors.
That's all I do.
I'm not comforting anyone.
I got a spear. I got this cool trident thing.
Victory had, like, he used the Shepardon Saber once.
Yeah, but then he went Victory Knight and everything was okay, because Victory Knight is glorious.
You gotta activate your night powers.
I want that timber flute so badly.
Which, that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, how did Taro contact Victory? I'm like, I guess he contacted Genga, and then Genga got Victory, and then they flew together. Like, I'm thinking,
sure, they all have each other's cell phone numbers.
They have a hotline.
Like, I'm thinking like a carpool type of style. Like who I contact to bring said person to this. Rosa and Blue, who we actually have? No one. Okay, we'll just teleport him in. X, don't really know anyone.
X has got his cyber Zero armor.
True.
He can just
teleport.
Dimension hop on his own. Don't worry about it. X has got his own car.
How does Jeed teleport? I don't know.
He probably just calls Zero.
Also, I liked when Jeed was like changing forms. You just see like it just cut to a screen of the Jeed Riser just scanning the capsules, and I'm like, yeah, because we can't have actual Riku doing it.
They could just use stock footage, but it was like, that's too much time.
No, it would confuse the audience. It's like, wait, what?
Wait, who's this?
It was a smart move to just make it just all of them in Ultraman form. So, yeah. So eventually, Rosa and Blue they rush and they rescue Zero, and again, Zero's just. It's funny how Zero's just kind of embarrassed that he had to be rescued because he's such a badass. So
he's the damsel in distress this time.
I know. Put him in a frilly pink dress and a blonde wig, and there you go. You got Princess Zero.
Princess Zero.
I'd buy a Sophie of that.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, all you need to do is just get a Zero final and a pink dress and a blonde wig, and there you go.
That's a lot of work. I just wanted one package.
I don't like taking additional steps.
Right?
So they're all like. So Zero's like, oh man, you guys are all in your special awesome forms. That's cool. Because I like it. They all go their like movie forms, and I'm like, that's sick. That was actually really good.
They also went all forms that involved Zero. So like X using his Aegis, Orb and Jeed were using their Zero fusions. They were really good touches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they all had like, oh, Zero taught me this. Zero did this for me. Like
Genga and Victory did Genga Victory, which makes sense because Zero gave it to them.
Yeah.
Like,
close enough to a Zero form.
Like Orb was like, Zero taught me the strength of family bonds. X was like, Zero's powers connect us all throughout space and time. And for G, that was kind of more of a heartwarming thing. It was like, if it was thanks to Zero, he was able to change my destiny. For Genga Victory, he's like, he told us to be brave and to never give up.
They're just all arguing like who has like the closest like terms with Zero. Guy, yeah, I trained with him and his father for like 100 years in the span of 10 minutes. So beat that.
Joke's on everyone. Zet's actually the closest.
I'm sorry, who?
Who? Oh, I can't wait to get into that.
Oh.
So Gene and all of them were just like, oh, okay, Zero, we'll help you. We'll let you turn to Zero Beyond. And so they use like the Alpha Beta capsules, and Zero's just like, wait, I could do that anytime I want to. And Riku's like, don't tell Laito that you can do that without him. That would really upset him. And Zero's like, yeah, no, I won't. And I'm like, oh, I was like, that would crush him if you realized he could transform without him.
To go back to the dub quickly. That was one thing that confuses me. So, like, they have the English dub voice, but when it comes to, like, all the grunts, it's still the Japanese voice actors.
No, it's good. If it ain't broke, don't
not
fix
escape
it.
Mamoru Miyano.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, thank you very much. And then it just cuts to, the Japanese grunt. It's like, yeah. But yes, I call this form Shining Zero Beyond because he's glowing.
Yeah, he was glowing a lot. And then he, like, stole Zero Darkness's batleth. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, yeah, Zero Darkness showed up again, which gave Zero some PTSD.
Yeah, but then, like, he had, like, he took his Zero Slug or whatever, so he was, like, dual-wielding them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was really freaking cool to see.
Oh, I can't remember what they're called, like, Quattro Sluggers?
Yeah, we call them the batleths.
They're just batleths.
They're just batleths.
Who knew Zero was a big Trekkie?
Yeah, and then it was also cute. The intention was that the whole time Zero was giving up his energy so that Grigio could keep wouldn't run out of energy. So that was really nice of Zero to do that. So it shows how a nice guy he is.
Zero's best big brother.
He really is. He's become a full-fledged senpai, and that's perfect. I'm so proud of him.
He's stolen Leito's kids. He's becoming Grigio's new older brother. What else will Zero steal?
Your students.
Your heart.
Oh no.
Your life.
No. What else will Zero take? A New Generation title. Guys, I'm part of New Generation, right? You keep telling yourself
that. I don't think anyone
that.
else gets to say on that. Zero just does it.
No, Zero would be like, I'm my own generation.
You keep telling yourself.
It was the Showa, Heisei, Zero. Now New Generation heroes.
Well, if you want to get technical, it's like Showa, Heisei, TDG, Millennial, then New Generation heroes.
Yeah.
And now I guess Reiwa with Z, unless that's connected to New Generation.
I think they did mention Z is going to be a new beginning, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Maybe next season.
Mm-hmm. Also, for some reason, Rebute went up to Tregear and was just like, "Yeah, I know you are Ultraman Tregear, friend of Taro." And Tregear's like, "What? How do you know that? I'm part of the Ultra Rescue Force. I know everything."
That's another thing I want to bring.
Had to get the name drop in there one more time.
Rebuke, can you do something for me? Don't worry, I already have another member of the Galaxy Rescue Force working on it. We never find out who this other member is.
We got top men on it.
I'm just proud of his team.
Top men.
Guess we should go watch Upen Ipen?
I really hope.
Yeah.
I really hope we get to see what Tregear looked like as an original Ultraman. It bothers me that, like, under all that armor and that mask he wears, there's some kind of Ultraman underneath.
Maybe our answers in the Taiga movie, whenever that comes out.
Oh, maybe. I hope so. I want to see that movie.
Movie when?
Yeah. They keep promoting it, but it's like, when's it coming out?
Well, they keep promoting it just so that everyone remembers. Yeah, don't worry, we still intend on releasing it.
Oh, it's happening.
It's just a shame what happened with the virus.
Yeah, the invasion, as we call it.
The invasion, as we call it on the podcast. Because apparently we can't acknowledge the Backstreet Boys reunion tour by its actual name on YouTube, or you get demonetized.
Yeah, or something like that. We also, because, can't have an Ultraman special without some kaiju, so 2 Red Kings, why not?
Okay.
I would have.
You'd have to talk to a kaiju expert, but I think it was one was like the Showa version, one was the Heisei version.
Yes.
I do know there were some small differences between the two.
It's the biggest difference is in the head, especially because the head the head in the
Words.
Yeah, words.
I just like it whenever they have like multiples of the same kaiju. Like in the RB movie, they had 3 Pigmon, and they were all different kinds of Pigmon. It was a really neat touch.
Yeah.
Nice to respect everyone's design.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they defeat Ultra Dark Killer by combining all their powers to become Ultraman Ring. Not yet.
Not yet. That's in another movie.
It's fine. We've got new generation dynamite, and what's better than blowing yourself up, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Dynamite. Dynamite explodes.
Crap. But yeah, so, and like everything goes back to normal. Rosso and Blue are a bit upset with Grigio, just like Asahi being like going off on her own stuff, but they're like, we're proud of you and we know you're going to keep Ayaka City safe while we're all studying abroad. And she just goes, happy! And I was like, yay, we got the happy moment. I love when she does that. And then just everyone else is just like, alright, well, as long as we're together, we can do anything. So next time shit hits the fan, we'll be back.
Freaking Trigger shows up. Hey, you're still alive? Yeah, I'm gonna go take over Land of Light. Bye!
Taro, bye! By killing your son, bye!
It's like, oh yeah, I guess that was the whole purpose of this crossover, was to explain how they were all together at the first episode of Taiga.
Yeah. Yeah, so it kind of bleeds into the first episode of Taiga, so I like that. That's good.
We can do anything.
It definitely makes sense why they dropped his name earlier then, because of like, if this bleeds into Taiga, maybe somebody who wants to watch Taiga, they watched this first before Taiga, and now they know who Trigger is, I guess, in advance.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a pretty fun special. I'm glad everyone got to do their own thing, and everyone had their shining moment of glory, so that was good. And like the visuals, again, super impressive. So I enjoyed it.
It's a good crossover.
More importantly, it was wonderful to just be able to watch it on YouTube at your own speed whenever you wanted to.
Definitely.
Especially as it was airing live, too.
I love that.
We got to watch it live with all the Japanese people who live there, and it was really nice.
Even when it was only 5 minutes per episode.
It just brought the community together, and I could see any Japanese artists I follow, they would be doing art by the time the episode ended, and they'd be screaming with everyone about any developments. It was a really nice thing, and I'm glad they're doing it again. The simulcasting for Zet, it's really nice.
It is great.
Nothing fills me with more joy than just being able to not have to wait for new Ultraman. It's just like, it's there, it's live, it's instant, and like we all get to enjoy it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to worry about fan subs taking forever.
Yeah. There's a really big essence of community now with these airings, and I think that's really cool. And it kind of makes Ultra stand out from the other Toku right now that
it's very community and international. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, it's Jeff here. It's been amazing being a fly on the wall and listening to how you deconstruct this show. Thank you so much for keeping me here. I did want to point out a couple of things that you were just, kind of headed toward discussion. Is it okay if I?
Absolutely, go right ahead, Jeff.
Fire away.
Ultra Galaxy Fight: New Generation Heroes is actually pretty historic and sets a precedent. Without Ultra Galaxy Fight, there would be no Zet in terms of the way that it is being subbed and shared with people all over the world, particularly North America. Ultra Galaxy Fight was an experiment. Can we do something that did a number of things, not just put the characters on YouTube, potentially exposing them to a much larger audience, but also breaking format. So as you've been pointing out all episode, the way that the characters interacted, the so-called formula of standard Ultraman shows was completely shattered for Ultra Galaxy Fight. Because the needs of all the various factions around Tsuburaya Productions weren't as vital because of the format, because of YouTube. It wasn't the TV show. The TV show needs to do, as you well know, certain things that are kind of, I would say, formulaic. Some would say they're the tropes of the genre or tropes of Ultraman. Those weren't necessary for Ultra Galaxy Fight because of the YouTube format, because of the 5-minute format, and so forth. The other experiment was fascinating. Was the experiment of virtual sets. The fact that they could do deal of this photography in a under limited circle. Yeah, exactly. There was some mocap, there was tons of green screen, there was much greater emphasis on digital, and that allowed for something that looks kind of spectacular, done at a significantly lower budget on a per minute basis. So it's astounding to me that that minute for minute Ultra Galaxy Fight is less expensive than the standard Ultraman TV show.
And it doesn't really show that because the CG looks pretty good, like we were complimenting earlier.
Well, it also allowed Tsuburaya Productions to use new techniques and new special effects to essentially continue to experiment, and you're seeing the results of that in Taiga and in Zet. There's you'll start to see the impact. Zet just to me looks so good, and some of that was from what everyone learned on Ultra Galaxy Fight. The final point that I wanted to make about the show is that the airing on YouTube, those are tens of millions of views, and so if you add all of them up and calculate the money that is made from advertising and so forth, there is some equivalent. It's favorably comparable to what a typical airing in Japan would be for the TV show. And that is remarkable. That is an indicator that we have a viable platform for the character. Or I call it third platform if you're counting the feature films, and where new canon can be generated. And as you've been pointing out all episode, this really allows for the producers and directors and writers at Tsuburaya who love the lore, who love the intricacies of the Ultraman mythology. They really get to riff and get to go deep. You don't have to spend time chit chat that goes on. The soap opera stuff with the human characters is not as emphasized here. So so this, and I will bet you future iterations, perhaps sequels, will go even deeper, exploring the mythology of the multiverse and how it works, and who else is out there.
And I'm sure we could see like some interesting team ups too, like maybe explain why Riku was hanging out with Daichi, and just give us some more character interaction, which was always a great thing for fandom, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
I would personally like to see like different styles of like crossovers a bit, like especially since we're in like the first full year of the Reiwa era. Like if there was a sequel to this, maybe do like have like some from the Heisei era and some from the Showa era team up with with like some new Gen heroes.
There's definitely some that would be good to team up. Like I think Cosmos' actor came back. Musashi. Most recently was Orb Origin, wasn't it?
Yep.
Because he also came back for the Ginga S movie.
And if it's this old voiceover, it's probably cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, hey, can you
There's
come in?
definitely some who have retired from acting. Unfortunately, Mirai from Mebius. But
he has,
there's
however,
some others it would be great to come back and see, right?
No,
Yeah.
maybe his actor has acknowledged that if it was for something Ultraman related, he would come back.
Great.
So I'm just going to start saving up my wallet right now, and I'm going to pay him my entire wallet to come back.
If you look at UltramanGalaxy.com, you'll see that quite often we mention classic Ultraman, the Showa stuff and so forth, and that's because there is this kind of edict to remember the older characters and to make sure that the bonds are tight between those characters and the contemporary ones. I think you'll see in Zet a lot of callbacks, not just to classic, but to many of the previous shows. So you're absolutely right. There is an honoring that's going to be happening in the near future.
Especially next year being the big 55th anniversary.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's going to be exciting.
Well, guys, I got to split, but again, reminding you and your audience to visit UltramanGalaxy.com for the July 10th Ultraman Day, which I guess this might be airing that day.
Yep.
So come on over.
Not to spoil that, we're definitely not recording on this day.
No, we're totally not recording at the end of June.
Oh.
Then again,
We all got up at like 1 a.m. to do this.
Then again, it's not
Don't worry
like.
about it.
Then again, it's not like. Sorry,
Great
Jeff.
great surprises. The age of Ultraman is upon us.
Oh, you got me excited.
I'm here for it.
It's so strong.
Right.
Today's totally July 10th. You can tell us early, right? I mean, today's totally July 10th.
Oh yeah, today's totally July 10th.
It's airing on July 10th, so it must be July 10th right now, right?
Yeah.
Sworn to secrecy. Is at the site. But people, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to hang with you and listen to the podcast. So thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for
Jeff.
your insight on the information. Your insight as someone who works at Toku. Supro.
Yes. So overall, it was a pretty good special. The special we talked about and the special that you're all listening to right now.
I know. And I gotta say, like, I always say it all the time, but, like, just over the past year of how strong Ultraman has grown in terms of, like, popularity and what Tsuburaya has been able to do to expand this franchise is just incredible. And I'm like, Gar, you have, like, all these Ultraman shows on Blu-ray on your shelf now. A year ago, you never would have thought that was possible.
No.
Ever. And that's so exciting.
Though I guess as of this episode's release date, it marks 1 year since the announcement of those Blu-rays.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's like I have my
really so much in just a year, huh?
Yeah, I have my G Blu-ray set, which I'm so happy to own, and
praise be Mill Creek.
maybe
thank you for my life.
Maybe that Tsuburaya is doing better. Maybe we can finish that 10-part plan that they were planning on doing. I would love to see that.
I mean, if Ultra Galaxy Fight did well enough, maybe the Orb 10-parter can just go straight to YouTube.
Yeah, we need
10 more years of Orb, huh?
Or, if anything, do what Zet and Taiga did. Do an audio drama.
Ooh.
I would kill for that.
That would save money on production. You would just need to write the story, have it be scripted, record it.
Make visuals, like a couple visuals, and that's it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I want to see Juggler meet Bianca.
Remember?
We never got that story plot.
I just want to see Juggler.
Or Juggler,
want to see
please.
Juggler.
I mean, they've already got his actor back for Taiga.
What if he is juggler?
That would be hilarious if it just ended up being juggler.
I've been so absorbed into is he juggler or is he not juggler theories. And I'm here for all of it. I hope he is, and I hope he just comes and screws everything up, and I'm here for it.
You know what? We can briefly talk about it. What did everyone think of the first episode of Ultraman Z?
Oh, fucking incredible.
That was great.
Oh,
Haruki saves a dog, so therefore he's already the best new gen, I guess...
I just love the fact... I love the fact that both Zet and Haruki... It's Haruki, right?
Yeah, Haruki.
I'm like, I have the card behind me. I could look at it, but they're both like complete dorks, and it's not like a juxtaposition where you have like one that's stoic and one that's a dork. No, they're both dorks.
I definitely think
lovely.
The fun thing I saw on my Twitter timeline was people. How would you accurately translate Zet's weird way of talking? Because for those who don't know, he uses very rude ways of referring to Haruki. And then he also adds a very polite way of saying it at the end. So he's just mashing up different types of dialogue.
Like different,
I think my favorite was
dialects.
dude, I beseech you to aid me.
For me, Savangar is like my favorite thing in this entire series so far. Like, I love this robot so goddamn much. I want like everything involved with him.
My derpy boy.
He's so cool.
His angry eyes.
I feel like now because like apparently like his vinyl has like sold out everywhere. Like it's so popular.
Savangar is the best, actually.
Oh, I love him.
Just Tsuburaya didn't realize how popular he was to the point where they're like, hey, how about you know how we're doing that stay-at-home Ultraman thing? Yeah, screw the Kaiju Boost episode. We're just going to throw in Ultraman Leo's episode that debuted him. Because he's just that popular now. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's great. I hope we get more of him, and if they do an episode where he gets destroyed, I will cry immensely.
I think everyone will cry.
I have only known Savangar for a week. But if anything were to happen to him, I would kill everybody.
I'd kill him. I'd kill everyone.
I'm not restrained by this room. I will kill everybody.
I love him. I can't wait for Riku to show up, and I hope that Riku stays for the rest of the series and not just like a one episode thing.
Yeah, I feel it's gonna be most of the series because like the way that they word everything kind of makes him the same sort of billing that Zero had in Cheat. So I'm hoping he just sticks around just as much.
Yeah,
I definitely know there's been rumors that this season might be going a bit longer than previous seasons, and I'm all here for that.
I mean,
I'm here for more Ultra.
It did start earlier than usual. I don't know why.
Yeah, like instead of June, I'm like June.
I'm guessing they.
My conspiracy theory: Ultra is going to be year round now, and the only proof I have is I would love you, Supro. I would mail you my wallet.
With just a sticky note that says please.
All I know is in the trailer, I saw Gomora. I'm happy about that because I'm a huge Gomora fan. I have all the Gomora vinyls. Good. Well, except Skull Gomora. I need to get Skull Gomora.
Yeah.
But
which they released a cheap version of them.
They did, thank God. Because apparently he was expensive for a long time.
Oh yeah, because he was part of the Super Deluxe line.
Yeah, I have Cyber Gomora, regular Gomora, Mecha Gomora. I love all my Gomoras.
Would be like Darkness Keel's Gomora.
Oh yeah, I might have to get that one. But yeah, no, I'm excited for Zed. I want more, and it's going to be a good series. I think we're going to be just fine. Because like me and Gar have stated in the past that like Taiga, its message was very clear and its morals were really good, but just I think it didn't focus enough on the Tri Squad, and that was the problem. So,
it's a problem when your main character and his two best friends don't get any character development outside of audio dramas.
Yeah, which those fantastic.
Where was that show?
Titus movie. We need a Titus origin movie.
Give me Training with Titus, just a DVD special that lets Titus help you work out. I would buy 20 copies.
Animate the Titus movie in the style of the Jonius anime, and it'll be good.
Just get the Sunrise.
Get Sunrise to animate it. It'd be freaking awesome.
Titus fan club.
Exactly. Titus is great. I think that's it, huh?
Yeah, I guess that wraps it up. Unfortunately, Jeff Gomez had to leave early. Had to leave like a few minutes ago.
But it was an honor to have him on.
But it was an honor to have someone that works with Tsuburaya on this show.
And from now on, we will put in the description a link to ultramangalaxy.com.
Yeah.
So go check it out.
And a huge thank you to Taya and Shuki for being here with us as our guests.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Because, you know, much like Ultraman, it's nice to do things together as groups.
It is. Stronger together.
Stronger
Much merrier.
Everything better.
Stuff like that.
I mean, to quote Ginga from the special, it's gonna be oh, where is it? I had it written down. Oh, I had, never mind. Here it is. It's going to be an amazing dream team.
You know that's right.
I mean, my dream team is G teaming up with Belial, so...
Well, I mean, my dream team is G teaming up with Dawnshine.
I mean, I need to repost my G...
That's the dream team we all need.
I need to repost my G and Belial figures, so, like, that moment where, like, G hugs Belial, and he's like, it's okay.
He hugged the evil.
He hugged him to death, pretty much. But yeah, I hope Belial
I would be
comes
down
back.
for any new Dawnshine content.
Dawnshine anything. Figure Arts Dawnshine! Let's fucking have it!
That should be the April Fool's joke. SH figure words Dawnshine.
That'd be hilarious. No, they should make it.
Dawnshine in a bag.
Or make a vinyl. Make a Dawnshine vinyl. I don't think that'd be that hard to do.
Faster than 7 Guard. Do you know how popular that would be?
We still need a Pega figure art. We don't have a Pega figure art. I don't know why we don't.
I guess molding.
Oh, it's just a head with
How
track
expensive
pants
that would
and
be.
shoes and a sweater. God, it took me forever to realize that Pega had shoes. He was wearing shoes. Alright, so, yes, once again, Taya and Shuki, thank you so much for joining us, and maybe we'll have you on again in the future, because we'd love to have you.
Always willing.
It would be
Yeah.
a pleasure.
This is actually our first attempt to have, like, online guests on the show.
I think it worked out pretty damn well.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully Discord didn't malfunction or anything.
Discord's being Discord. Bing.
Yeah. I miss Skype.
Well, let's do Zoom.
Don't say
Each
that
episode will
word
be
to me.
40 minutes.
Skype. Anyways, so, Gar, take us out.
Alrighty. That was the episode.
Alright. So,
Great exit.
Just for Cast Ranger, it's like a huge list thing. Me. Well, that's the episode.
yeah, we have pre-recorded stuff. So
That we should probably update.
yeah, we should update that.
Yeah. So, as always, happy Ultraman Day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this special.
Happy birthday to me, because legit, my birthday's on Ultraman Day, so...
Don't take away the fun
You
there.
get the good presents.
It's my birthday! Got me stuff now.
And as always, schwa for now.
Schwa for now.